What's up, wrestling fans, trading card collectors? Welcome to another episode of Wrestling with Cards. Today we're looking at part 5 of the 1994 WWF action-packed wrestling cards set. This will be a little bit longer than most of my parts that I've broken it up to. Usually I cover 5 to 6 cards. I'm going to cover a little bit more today. I'm going to try to knock out all the rest of the base card series before we move into the subsets. So let's get started. Quebecers, card number 21, Pierre and Jacques. I don't really know what's going on in this picture. Possibly trying to apply leverage with a hair pull on a chin lock on Atom Bomb? I don't know. Never really cared for these guys. They were pretty good heels, I guess, because I didn't like them. So, guess that's what they were trying to do. I've been really digging PCO, though, the last couple of years. If you haven't checked out some of his single stuff, you better go check it out. He's really reinvented himself over the years, especially in Ring of Honor. So, go check him out. People laugh at the dull-witted Pierre and simpering Jacques. 503-pound tag team from Quebec, Canada, also call themselves Quebecers. Until they clinched the WWF tag team title from the Steiner brothers in 1993. The match was constructed under a province of Quebec rules, allowing a title change hands on disqualifications. Oh, that's cool. When the Quebecers tried dirty tricks behind the referee's back, the Steiners retaliated, the referee saw it, and they were DQ'd. I always like to read these to you guys off the back of these cards. And that's just kind of a little glimpse into history of a specific match that took place when title change. Cool touch on the cards. Next up, we got Marty Jannetty. And we have our second awkward photo in a row. If you catch the light on this, look at that. Menacing Marty Jannetty. I don't know what kind of look that is. If you look at it just right, it kind of looks possessed, actually. Although many who know of Jannetty's troubles over the past few years... Maybe it's true, untrue, I don't know. Regardless, as a performer, I always loved Marty Jannetty. I've always loved the Rockers, and when they split, I would continue to be a fan, but I thought he could have, been put in a better role, but I guess I'm not the booker, and he had enough personal stuff going on, maybe. 235-pounder from Columbus, Georgia, Marty Jannetty has been a World Wrestling Federation Intercontinental Champion, co-holder of the tag team title. Never for long, though. I was just talking about that. Return matches cost him belts. However, Jannetty vows he will hold the belt again. Well, probably not. I was right the first time by saying never. I'll continue to wrestle the best competition possible, he says, until I get another title shot. Well, there's that. Next up's an interesting choice. Classy Freddie Blassie. Now, I don't remember seeing Freddie much on TV during this 1994 period, and I don't remember seeing him in many of the WWF products for that time either. Another interesting point is people who are familiar with Freddie, probably not the people collecting these cards in 1984. I think it was in the same year, though, that he went into the Hall of Fame. So that may have been a little nod to the past there, trying to get a Hall of Fame guy in there and kind of, I got people like me when I was a kid giving us insight into the history of pro wrestling. We didn't have the internet, in the mid-90s like it is today. So finding out the history of wrestling, if you didn't have magazines or something, you wouldn't know about Freddie Blassie, or if you didn't have tapes. Freddie Blassie, at age 70 plus, is still the prognosticator extraordinaire of the World Wrestling Federation. But Blassie, who covers the Federation coast to coast, remains irrepressible, even if he is no longer pokes and kicks opponents. Began wrestling at age 17, became a wrestling legend. Although he never held the Federation title, he claimed several others. For Blassie, there are two types of guys in the world. Guys like him with a 19-inch neck, and those with the smaller measurements, pencil neck geeks. Yeah, he's came up with that one. Steiner Brothers, great card. Top rope bulldog finisher with that awesome 90s neon clothes. Polka dots and stripes, checkered. Oh, I love that stuff. Such a great finisher, too. One of the better tag team finishers. Had the best gear in the WWF. I was just talking about that. And I'm just a sucker for anything 80s and 90s print, color schemes, all that stuff. I don't know why, but... Rick and Scott Steiner, former Federation Tag Team Champions, have a combined weight of 510 pounds. Steiner Brothers' trademarks are their fearless high-risk maneuvers. What a maneuver! And their stunning tag team coordination. Coordination? Asks Scott. No wonder we're brothers, adds Rick, known as the dog-faced gremlin. Each of us knows the other's thinking. Remember, blood is thicker than water. Such a great tag team, such a cool card. Speaking of tag teams, maybe not as good of a tag team or memorable tag team, but I still liked them. Smoking guns, pow pow. Yeah, I did that sound effect because they would always shoot off those blanks, cap guns, or real guns shooting blanks. I don't know. Anyway, rookie card for these guys and what a shot to use. You got Billy doing the cool lasso and Bart just hanging out in the corner. Also loved sometimes that they would use those guns, like I said, firing them off. Couldn't do that nowadays, and their entrance, let's not get into that. Anyway, I think they had moderate success as a tag team. I always loved cowboy gimmicks. I think there's always a place in wrestling for cowboy gimmicks, regardless of the era. You got, Hangman Page, you got these guys, Cowboy Bill Watts. I guess you could consider Bradshaw. When he came in, that was a cowboy gimmick. Dutch Mantel is kind of a cowboy gimmick. It's timeless no matter what the era, in my opinion. Texans Billy and Bart Gunn are relative rookies in the World Wrestling Federation, but this tag team, with a combined weight of 512 pounds, already has gathered a considerable following of fans. We know what they have a way to get before they get into the top ranks of the Federation, says Billy. Bart adds, but we did it at the rodeo circuit, and we can do it in the ring. Sure you did, pal. Alright, here's another example of WWF giving a nod to the past. Andre the Giant. Such a great card. Choking out Macho Man there. Unlike Blassie, everybody knows Andre. This is a great looking card. Awesome shot of Andre choking Macho Man, like I said. Andre went into the Hall of Fame 1 year prior to this set coming out, so that might be another reason why they included him in here. Just trying to get some of the Hall of Fame guys nod to the past so kids will know what happened in the past. Like now, where they could just go WWE Network, didn't have that at the time. Andre Rousimov, known in the World Wrestling Federation as Andre the Giant, left a void in the World Wrestling Federation that will never be filled. Towering over 7 feet tall, weighing almost 600 pounds, he held the Federation title twice, and twice was a co-holder of the tag team title. Passed away of a heart failure in his native France, January 27, 1993. Millions were deeply saddened. Out of the ring, Andre is an immense man with an enormous heart. He was truly a gentle giant. Also awesome in Princess Bride. Go check that movie out if you haven't seen it. Anybody want a peanut? Oh yes, Paul Bearer. I love all Paul Bearer cards. I don't know why. There's always just this creepy look, yet hilarious at the same time. And for whatever reason, his cards just give me a rush of nostalgia every time. I can just remember him come to the ring with The Undertaker, and I didn't know any better, and I'm like, how does this guy look this way? Why are his eyes black? I didn't know his makeup. Weird white, pale skin, weird mustache, jet black hair, and what's in that urn? We never knew as a kid. So I don't know why I love all the Paul Bearer cards. Another Paul Bearer card I really like is the Topps Heritage Chrome set. I just love that card. But you also can't look at this specific card and not think he's saying, uh-oh, I just crapped my pants. Anyway, cool card. Paul Bearer is an authentic licensed mortician. That's true, actually. He loves his work, but he loves something else more, and that's managing the feared Undertaker. Paul and the Undertaker are cast from the same mold. They live in the dark side of existence. The world of the tomb binds them together. Bearer has an important job of carrying the funeral urn, which the Taker draws his power from. Bearer has risked his body to save the Undertaker in difficult situations. Perhaps that's easy for a man who stares death in the face. Next card in the set, 28. Man on a Mission. Rookie card for these guys. Love them as a team. Then again, when I really look into it, why did I like these guys as a team? Well, you had this guy, Mabel, who was massive, Oscar rapping, and Mo, who was kind of the sidekick guy. They worked really well as a team. However, I was just huge into rap and rap culture in the early to mid-90s as a kid. Anything that was rap I liked. And maybe Vince McMahon knew this, or the guys working the WWF at the time knew this and told Vince, and was like, hey, we need to get a rap gimmick. That's what all the kids like today. Ha ha. Well, it worked for me. It really drew me in to like these guys. I like how they add a couple of props in this shot. You know, you got the broken up shopping cart, you got the tire, got the outside concrete wall. They got to give these guys the look like they're truly from the streets. Hilarious. These rappers of the ring made their World Wrestling Federation debut in July 1993. Immediately made an impact. The combined weight of the men on a mission, Mo and Mabel, 757 pounds. So as you can see from the previous cards I read, the weight is a big difference. Most of it Mabel. Men on a mission rose out of New York City's Harlem to find success in the ring. Now they set an example for inner city kids. Think positive, man, advises Mo. Mabel counsels, hard work and no drugs. You'll make it. Last card of the base set in the 1994 WWF Action Packed Card Series, Tatanka. I always loved Tatanka. I don't know if it was because he had the cool red hair, and I thought that was just awesome. But there's nothing really special about this card. We've had Tatanka cards before, so this isn't a rookie card. Just a cool pose, cool character. Nothing really else special. Tatanka, 250-pound Lumbai Native American, has done it all in the World Wrestling Federation except win the belt. In August 1992, at SummerSlam, he defeated and retired the towering Berserker. He wrestled Lex Luger to a draw in June 1993 King of the Ring tournament, and in WrestleMania 9, he defeated the then Intercontinental Champion Shawn Michaels, but the defeat was a disqualification. That's WrestleMania 9's a really good show. Belts can't change hands that way. Tatanka has also held a record World Wrestling Federation unbeaten streak until the late 93 when he was beaten by Ludwig Borga, who then really didn't do anything. So that's it for today's video. I hope you guys have been liking this coverage of the 1994 WWF Action Packed Wrestling Card Set. What are your favorite cards out of the base set that I've covered so far? Make sure to go back and check out a lot of the other videos from this set in the archives so you can find out more cards. Pick out your favorite one and let me know in the comments. While you're there, make sure to subscribe, hit the bell icon so you never miss any of my other updated videos. Make sure to check out all my social media links, as well as my storefronts on Facebook and Mercari that help support the show anytime you buy something, even if it's $1. And until next time, see ya, wrestling fans.